Mic check. Mic check. Microphone check. Oh. Whoops. Whoopsies. Ew. Oh. Wabam. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. 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 What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, boy? Okay. Hello. Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Garudio. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? If I sing to 3, 2, 1, clap if you hear me. For fun. Dun 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 dun. I don't know how to start this, so we're gonna get right into it because who knows how long we got. Okay, so a couple things I did want to talk about, but first, this is the number one thing in what's going on in Utah right now. So, if you haven't heard, an unknown... How does this look over here? Let me make myself a little smaller. Yeah. But it looks like an unknown secret police... This is not my post. This is... I don't know. The original poster is tie fodder, so do with that as you will. But an unknown secret police in civilian clothes abducted a woman with legal status from the Salt Lake City airport this morning with the assistance of the Salt Lake City police. Let's make with it as you will.
No, my daddy! Help me! I don't know how to... Daddy, please! I have my payment! Help me, please! My daddy!
She's a human being!
No, my daddy! No, my daddy!
So I'm not seeing any affiliation with MS-13 or anything. She just seems to be traveling. I don't know how she got in the airport. I don't know if that's of any concern or anything, but I mean, at least they're not wearing masks. That's the one thing I thought was odd, that they keep wearing the masks. Like, if you guys are the law and if the people hurt you while you're working, aren't you guys protected? But that's not the case here. Yeah, I mean, a bunch of people just walking by, minding their own business, yada yada. Classic representation of what I see here in Utah. Just, that's like the motto here. Just keep to yourself and don't say anything, I guess. Just not say anything right here. This guy looking away. This guy just... Man, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm willing to bet that she pays taxes. So, I mean, you could have given her a heads up, like, hey, we know you're here legally. You got so-and-so time to get out of here. If not, this will happen. But it's like, bro, you guys start off with the extremes right away. Like, what the hell? They pay taxes. They work. They'll give you the money. it's more money than they've earned in, wherever they came from. To give a little percent, they're not going to argue if it's going to keep them safe. But to go full force and just kidnap the mother flippins. This guy in his suit. None of them really showed a face until this represents Utah. If you want to know what lady looks like a majority of Utah, look at this. Salt Lake City is helping. The police kind of looks like the governor. I mean, I know their hands are like, what are we supposed to do, bro? Really? Honestly. They're technically the law. Like, what? You can't fight back, But no, what I was saying, oh, look at how many people minding their own business, trying not to look. I mean, at least this guy's like, this really happening to us? But this lady right here represents Utah crazy. The act of, oh, I'm concerned. I mean, I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what she's actually thinking. I'm just saying, by the looks of it, she's looking pretty well dressed, pretty well off financially. So, pretty comfortable. So I could see her not really caring because it's not really affecting her. But I mean, all in all, this is just sad. She can't even. This lady don't even know what to say. Like, I'm not seeing any guns. I don't know what she could have been doing. Did she commit a crime or not? I have no idea. But all I know is these screams are real.
No!
She probably has some family here.
No, my daddy! Help me! I don't know how to... Daddy, wait!
Like I said, she's probably willing to pay taxes. She's probably escaping something
My daddy!
back in her home country.
Human being!
Shout out for this lady recording. I don't know if it's this lady, but the one that screamed, "We're human beings." More props than half these mother truckers. At least she said something. At least she recorded something. But this should not be normalized. Like I said, I think you should be more civilized about it and give them a warning. Kind of like when you don't pay your taxes, you're like, hey, we notice you didn't pay your taxes. That's against the law. But we're giving you some time to, correct your ways. Yeah, that's not even what I wanted to talk about today, but, it had to be talked about because this is here in Salt Lake City. And who knows how bad it's going to get. I mean, I guess I can go look at the comments real quick. She's saying her daughter, show them her papers. She's scared because she's being separated from her daughter. It's obvious everyone there is uncomfortable. I wish someone would have stepped in and diffused the situation. I mean, all in all, like, it is a messed up situation, but they're not as bad as the other ones that I've seen. Like, she is kind of making the scene, which is scary. Like, I would be screaming too if I was in her position. But like I said, I'm not, like, it is bad what they're doing, but they're out in the open. They're okay with it, so we know who these guys are. At least they're not covered in masks. And the only thing is they're wearing regular clothes, man, which is, come on, bro. Have some uniform like this guy. Have some way to people to understand. If you want us to like you, bro. I don't know, man. That's weird. But what can you do? Like, maybe the cop just standing there with his dick in his hand. Did he really? Yeah, what was the cop doing the whole time? Was he really just standing there? Oh, wow. So this guy flashes him real quick. Everyone being uncomfortable. Let's get out of here. Sad. He's really just watching. Which, I don't know is worse. Not watch, or ignoring, not watching, not doing anything. I don't know, bro. Well, there's 5 men, 1 mother. Takes 4 undercover agents and 1 uniform cop to handle the situation. Against a mother? Yeah. I mean, I didn't see any MS-13 tattoos or whatever. Most cops here are useless. You should know that by now. I mean, that's a weird generalization. I wouldn't agree with that at all, but it is what it is. Just curious, have you watched any of the other videos of people attempting to diffuse these situations? The response is usually pepper spray. Sometimes it's slamming the good Samaritan to the ground and illegally arresting that person as well. When Fourth Amendment rights no longer apply to immigrants, then they no longer apply to Americans, and no one will step in. Even the most passive intervention could result in that person ending up in a cell in Texas with no due process, no promise of legal representation. I don't understand why so many Americans are missing or ignoring this point. It's rights for every single person on American soil, or it's rights for no one. It's not being hyperbolic to say that if we let this go, then literally nothing else in the Constitution matters. This is the reason we fought the Revolutionary War and built a country. There's no halfway with the first 10 amendments. It's all or nothing. I agree. I mean, I thought there was something. Excuse me. What is it called? Right to a militia. I thought, is that something I learned in school? The right to a militia refers to the right of the people to keep and bear arms as protected by the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which was originally intended to ensure the existence of well-regulated citizen militia for the security of a free state. Today, this right is widely interpreted as individual right to possess firearms for self-defense, though there is an ongoing debate about its scope and limitations. Yeah, before the widespread use of professional standing armies, state militias composed of ordinary citizens were the primary defense force. I mean, what does it mean to be an American? All 50 states have laws that prohibit private militia activity. In 29 states, laws prohibit private military groups from organizing without authorization from the state government. These statuses often specifically prohibit the parading or drilling in public with firearms. So I guess you can't do that. That's what I thought I learned. I thought it meant like we can, when the government's acting funny, we can put them in their place. I thought that's what it was about. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who knows? It's also the airport, and nobody wants to end up on a no-fly list. That's true. That's true. Like, they got us shackled, bro. How do you want us to fight back if they literally have our lives? Like, I don't even know, bro. They got them chained up, bro. Like, how are you supposed to say something when they could find who you are, tax the hell out of you, send you medical debt, send you in this debt, blah, blah, blah. They do a good job of making you want to be quiet. Which is why it bothers me. It is the airport. Since it appears she flew, since she is picking up luggage, she has legal status. Valid ID is required her to fly. Which begs the question, why are they arresting a person here legally that just got off an aircraft? Why are people cheering it on? I must have missed people cheering it. If they were, they can F off. You'd be surprised how many people are pro this over here. A lot of people don't want people from different situations here on their land, which is weird, but it is what it is. Utards love ice. This guy used an AI meme, I guess. Licking the boot. Okay. Anyways, we can get in a whole deep rabbit hole about this. That's not what I wanted to talk about today. Sadly, that is not it. It was actually... Okay, this is just really sad. No, it was... Here we go. So yeah, change of topics because I could talk about that forever because I have, I guess I have stakes in it. What do you want me to say? I was just born here. I didn't know what to tell you. I didn't choose to be in this land. I didn't choose yada yada. I'm here. Okay. Anywho, well, we can start off with that, but there was one that I really wanted to talk about because it's coming up and Weezer needs us helps to helps the communities. So this is me practicing. So if you're here to talk your do, see you later because I'm not listening to you. I don't even have my chat on because I am literally just practicing right now. Okay, this is another thing, dude. I saw that they're defunding childcare. What? Okay, I don't understand this bill or not even bill. I don't know what this is to severity. All I saw in the headline was they're cutting funding for childcare. This is something to talk about, but that is not what I wanted to talk about yet. There's so much going on in Utah. Like I didn't even know where to start. Dating in Utah. Okay, that is not okay. We'll start here because I have no idea where that other post is, but we're losing Snap. And the people in Utah, if you or someone you know is struggling for food due to the government shutdown, visit any of the Mumbai House locations for free food as often as you need. Shouts out. I've never been here. I believe there's one in Provo and one in Sandy, but like I said, I've never been here. Mumbai House off. Oh, it says the address right there. Mumbai House off Foothill Drive is offering free food to anyone impacted by the government shutdown. They have a station set up outside, and you can just grab and go. Let anyone needing help know. I don't know why this person didn't want their name recognized. I mean, you do what you want, but if you are in need of help in Utah, Mumbai House, Cuisine of India, hopefully they can take care of you. If not, there is another place. Let me see the comments. Well, I know who's getting my business. Fascinating how we get more kindness from immigrant. Okay, this is just glazing. Good for them. There was another one I saw about Subaru. Actually, funny enough, out of all people. Places with piano you could play use. I don't know if I believe someone is hired there on an hourly basis, but I think Intermountain does let you play the piano. I know for sure the Southtown Mall had a piano a while ago. I don't know if it was taken away. And I think City Creek as well. Women's health provider recommendations. I don't know too much, but since I gave birth 2 years ago, I'm not thinking about the way my body feels. But it's like, okay, women's health is a whole nother rabbit hole that I don't know too much about, but I would like to inform people here about. This is a major concern. Women's health is not talked about as much as I've seen. Nobody really talks about how the air is not good when you breathe it in when you're pregnant. So I don't know why no one's saying that. Or anyways, that's another rabbit hole we can get into. But I'm trying to find this post. Okay, it was talking about the SNAP benefits and what we could do. Obviously, I should have pinned them. Pinned the post or whatever you call it. This lady's pretty important. If you guys, she knows a lot more if you want to be well informed. Elevate Utah. I don't know if she has a Reddit page or TikTok or, oh yeah, this is TikTok. So I don't have a TikTok, but please look at this lady's post saying a bunch of words that go right through my ear because I have not learned them yet, but she is well informed as to my best knowledge. Who makes the best almond flour based pastry? See, this is something more in my lane. I may not know about laws and congressional maps, which I and planning to learn one day. But who makes the best almond flour based pastry? I don't know if they have a store, but when they had the farmers market in Wheeler Farm and sometimes downtown, it was oh man, I forgot the name, but they do a bunch of Austrian pastries. That's my thing. I love Austrian pastries, and they have the best almond flour based pastry. For me, it was it's not Folger's Crystal. That's the coffee. It was something pretty. They're pretty big. They give you a bunch of free samples of like all their bread. They had like 20 different breads, and their whatchamacallsums. I'm drooling just thinking about it. They're in Wheeler Farm. They're always there. They have good Austrian pastries. But I also don't know where to find other ones when it's Gourmandies. Okay, I've never actually eaten at Gourmandies, but to me, it appeared more like a chain fancy restaurant. I don't know. See, Corner Bakery, at least I felt a little bougier. I have never really tried the food, so I can't say either, but just going off vibes, I kind of like Corner Bakery a little more. What's that other one? Village Inn? No, 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 no. It was whatchamacallit? Village Baker? No. Neaters, yeah. I was told Neaters was really good, bro. I went once. Frankly, it was in the drive-through, so the food was covered. So I think that played a part, but it just wasn't it. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. It was not it. Looking for a good cheap auto shop, bro. I don't know, man. Most shop rates are $125 to $170 an hour, even at Independence, FYI. Yeah, dude, just go to Master Muffler, man. They'll get you right. Or Master Auto Tech. Like, don't even play. Like, I don't know. I've just had not good experiences. There was one guy, I think but he moved and just circumstances, I believe it was Fast Garage. They took care of us pretty good. Is it worth it to move here? Depends on who you are. I am 19-year-old male. I got a job offer here for 36 an hour. Ooh. I am from Richmond, Virginia, so I don't know how far that 36 hour can go. I've been saving up money right now to live somewhere. Was wondering how much I would need to save to make the move, and if that salary, dude, you could move right now, and if that salary's good enough to live comfortably. I am financially responsible and mainly just worried if I could afford a 1 bedroom apartment or not. Oh, dude, absolutely. I heard this is a beautiful place to live. Also, how is this dating market? I am recently single, and once I get out of my life, I plan to start dating again. And how dog friendly is the town? Very dog friendly. I'll have a border collie puppy. Okay, well, you'll have a great time with your puppy. This place is really dog friendly. Obviously, you can't take it in anywhere, but people still take their freaking dogs into a Costco without a service animal certification or whatever you need. But yeah, people take their dogs everywhere. I am no different than that. How's the dating market here? Depends on who you are. Well, if you're 19 years old, I don't know. If you're to talk about in terms of this political system, whatever, if you lean left, you're a bit. I mean, I don't know, bro. I gotta look at you first before I gotta say. If you, okay, I'm gonna be real. It's gonna be a lot easier for you if you're a person of color in Salt Lake City, as if you were in different parts of Utah. But for a frame of reference, the further out you leave downtown, the more hurdles would appear in your road. 36 an hour should be enough for a 1 bedroom, depending on your other financial obligations. You can look at rent prices here. The dating scene is pretty bad, especially if you aren't Mormon. Yes and no. There's a lot of Mormons, like I said, or not, like I said, but the more you leave downtown, the more diluted is the word? Less colorful? I don't know. But you can navigate your way. Frankly, it is about who you know. There's a lot of ghosted Mormons that don't want to admit that they're Mormons, but still act so in front of their parents because they don't want to get judged. So they might like you, but I don't know. Yeah, I can't find it. Best food pantry to donate to Utah Food Bank. Feeling pretty awful about SNAP benefits potentially being cut. Where's the best place to donate to Utah food banks? From what I understand, they distribute to other food pantries, but I want to make sure I'm donating where it's needed and will be the most helpful. Have it here if there are other options. Thanks. A cash donation goes a longer way to help because they can buy what is needed and they can buy wholesale. There you go. I donate monthly to the Utah Food Bank and do a little larger one-time donation at holidays such as Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving. Cool. So I guess put our money where our mouth is. Uh, Bro, where is it? Recommendation for cheap admission plus registration. Okay, hot take. It's all the same price around here. About $35, and your registration is set by the state. Seriously, anywhere I've gone, it's about $10 more not to do the DMV. It really, like, you're really paying for the state taxes, but you are not required to pay the vehicle registration. Plus, I think you can do it by yourself. Yeah, it is pretty quick and easy. You can print out the stickers too, but you're gonna save yourself like $15. Which, I mean, if that's a lot to you, go ahead, by all means. Um, Pine cones in Salt Lake City. What? Salt Lake deserves better. Yeah, I don't know enough about that to say anything. Bro, where is it? Now is the time to donate to the food banks, of course. But there's one post that like kind of strung all these together. Well, now I know what I'm gonna do. I gotta save it in this account because this is crazy. I have no idea where it is. Um, Fun places to take a 10-year-old for her birthday party. I would say the aquarium, Natural History Museum, maybe Leonardo if they're a little more imaginative. Clark Planetarium, Tracy Aviary. Seriously, 100% dependent on the child. Need more information. Seriously. Oh yeah, Boondocks, classic skating. Bro, it has not answered what are her hobbies. They know nothing about this little girl. They answered, "Do you need to plan a full day or just a couple?" And they said, "A few hours. I'm thinking of an activity and lunch." And these guys need more information. That's so funny. That's crazy. Who am I voting for? I don't know. I was not aware of who's who, what's going on. I've been living under a rock. Why? Because I've been working. Why? Because, anyways, where do non-religious sapiosexuals meet in this city? 40s to 60s? That's a sapiosexual. Interesting. Please give me something besides hiking. It seems like hiking and religion are the only recommended options for community here. Help me out. Liberal, female, 52, trying not to die alone. That's not funny, but I just thought sapiosexuals is crazy. Edit. I love art galleries, music, many different kinds, museums, philosophy, the opera, even if I can't afford it. Learning about different cultures, travel, hot springs, road trips, historic places, and of course, coffee. Well, you know, in Liberty Park, I saw like a barcode or an ad about a women's walking thing where they, well, if you're trying to get out of hiking. But I'm just saying, if you're trying to, oh, wait, you're trying to meet. A partner, not necessarily a friend. Hmm. Since you said liberal, the Salt Lake County Dams meet every Monday virtually at 5:30. Really? That's a great place to start to find out where they meet in person for events. There's a Halloween party this weekend, October 25th. Can you tell me where to find more info on this, please? I sent you DM. What? Why'd you send a DM, bro? Post it up. Let's. What is this? I want to know. Well, I mean, not like I'm a. Well, no. Am I? Well, not for me. Just to share. What the hell? I know some bookstores like Legendarium and others have scheduled book clubs, meetups, volunteer. I think that's the best. Yeah, I'd say volunteer. Hmm. Support groups, I guess. I don't know. Bro, where is this? Okay, this is a crazy story. I'm not gonna. That's so funny. Uh, having looked this long, I don't even know if it's on this one. Salt Lake County mayor proposes nearly 20% property tax increase. Jesus. Anyways, I hope. Okay, I gotta find it because there's quite a bit to talk to. This was just for practice, so I could see how I enunciate. Because this Saturday, if you don't know, I am officiating a wedding, and I might do a little practice after this, real quick, because it is within 2 days now. 72 hours, dawn of a new day. I play the Majora's Mask. Anywho, I gotta learn. Golden hour, more like golden everything. Yes. Yes. Let's end on a positive note. Utah is beautiful. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Seriously. Come on, man. Even though the people are weird here or acting up, my goodness, man. What a view. Taking it all in. It's great. It's great. Utah's great. Shout out to these people for these pictures. I don't know if they took them or not, AI or not, whatever. That's funny. Wait. Oh, that's not ice. What the hell? I thought this was saying ice. This is saying Antifa, bro. I've never met anyone that says they're from Antifa. There's people that are anti-fascist. I'm not gonna say no names, but I've never met the group. I've probably met more BLMs than I have ever met Antifa. Like, I didn't even know this was a thing, bro. Like, who are these people? I don't know who Antifa is, bro. I have no idea what this is. I know that anti-fascist people exist. But what do I know? I'm just a worker. Oh, look, this is yeah, okay, it might be this. But Subaru is doing in November for anyone dealing with food insecurity. They are allegedly saying if you're hungry, come by any Mark Miller Subaru store this November and grab a free box lunch. No questions asked. We're here for our community. Please share this post and help us spread the word. So, they're going to do it allegedly. Let us know if they actually do. If I ever have time, I'll see. But till right now, it's just a post. Pay it forward. October 31st, buy one pizza and get one free. Donate that pizza to the Utah Food Bank. Help your neighbors that need help. Nice. If you think Tylenol is bad for children, wait till you find out about guns. Okay, bro. Someone cut down the illegal BlackRock flagpole. Whoa, where's this? Dude, that's like a. Oh, I thought this was a rib cage. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know the situation. I have no idea. Please, somebody inform me. But for right now, I'm going to skip this because I just saw that the governor was booed at the USU ahead of purging peacemaking. What? Governor Cox championed and signed legislation that required my university to remove spaces such as the Center for Diversity and Inclusion and the Q Center, which acted as resources targeted towards supporting marginalized students but open to all who needed them. Silencing the people who disagree with you is not peacemaking, Governor. Even if you can no longer hear their disagreement, the underlying problems are not just there, they've been made worse by your attempts to smother them. Learn to be an actual peacemaker, how to actually compromise, Governor, or step aside for someone else who will. Dude, I don't know what's going on with these people, bro. Like, come on, bro. What would Jesus do? I know this is common knowledge, but y'all absolutely suck at parking. Yeah, dude, this is quite embarrassing. Anyways, I can get caught up in all this. There's so much going on in Utah, bro. It is insane how much. But let's end on a positive note, because that is insane. Bro, these are. Come on, bro. Why you got. These are some of the middest pictures of Utah. Like, yes, these are pretty. These are more pretty in your eyes. And come on, bro. Have some respect. Oh, see, there it is again. R.I.P. Anyways, shout out to this guy. If he took it, I don't know. If it's AI, I don't know. But it looks good. So, we shall see you when I see you. If not, peace out. I don't know what they say. Let's pray, I guess. That's all. I hope it goes well. All right. Peace out.